Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be making a recipe out of this cookbook by Iron Chef Michael Symon. It's called Fix It with Food, Every Meal Easy. Simple and delicious recipes for anyone with autoimmune issues and inflammation. This is a great book for anyone that suffers from inflammation or just wanting to eat healthier with healthier ingredients. The book includes a 10-day reset plan so you can figure out what your triggers are, what triggers your symptoms, like whether it be dairy, gluten, meat, or sugar. And it gives lots of delicious recipes featuring replacements of those trigger foods. Do you like my bookmark? I just had to get it from the kids' school book fair. Today I'm going to be making fried chicken thighs with spicy cabbage and carrot slaw. This is one of the gluten-free recipes, and I already had most of the ingredients in my fridge or pantry, so I just had to try this recipe because, I mean, look at it. I hope mine comes out like that. So here's my chicken. I'm going to go ahead and trim off the fat and get them ready. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to dredge the chicken thighs in some cornstarch, baking powder, and salt. I'm going to get that all mixed up together in a baggie, a zip top bag. And then we're going to place the chicken in there, shake off the excess, and put it aside. So while I'm coating the chicken, I wanted to take this time and go ahead and let you know that this video is part of a monthly cookbook collab hosted by Tamara at Southern Wife Everyday Life. A bunch of us have gotten together to make some recipes from cookbooks. So I'm going to leave the link to the playlist that will take you to those recipes down below in the description box, and I'll also have a link to Tamara's channel. And I'll also leave a link to Michael Symon's Fix It with Food cookbook. And also, if this is your first time here, welcome, and I would hope you would consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Okay, so here's the chicken all dredged up, and I'm going to go ahead and leave it in the fridge for at least 2 hours. Gotta get the salad ready, and then I'll be back. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is get the dressing ready for the coleslaw. So I'm going to start off by grating some ginger, some honey, some olive oil, and it calls for rice vinegar, but I don't have rice vinegar, so I'm just going to get this mixed up. I'm just going to use some some lemon. Now I'm just going to whisk this up and put it aside and get the salad ready. So it calls for cabbage. So I'm just going to go ahead and... Okay, so I'm going to get this washed up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add in the cabbage. And the recipe actually calls for red cabbage, but I don't have that kind, so I'm going to use green cabbage. And I'm going to add in some carrot. And it calls for jalapeno, but I think I'm going to have some first without jalapeno, and then add it in for whoever wants jalapeno in it. I'm going to go ahead and mix it like this. And get that all coated with the dressing. That way it could get a chance to marinate together. Okay, now I'm going to put this in the fridge to get the chicken cooked up. Okay, now for the chicken batter, this is what we're going to need. We're going to need some cornstarch, salt, paprika, baking powder, turmeric, and some rice flour. I didn't have any rice flour, so I was actually going to go to the store and get some. But if you know me, I like to use just things I have on hand already. And for this one, I actually was going to go to the store because I really wanted to try it with the rice flour to see what the difference was. And Well, I just looked it up online, and instead of going to the store, I figured I could make my own. So I went ahead and made my own rice flour. I don't know if it's going to be as finely ground as the rice flour they sell in the stores, but this is what I'm going to use today. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of this rice flour. And then some cornstarch. While I'm getting this ready, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the stove. That way my oil could start warming up. And it calls for baking powder, turmeric, paprika, and some salt. Now I'm just going to whisk this together. Now it calls for water, so I'm going to go ahead and add in the water and whisk that up. The recipe also calls for vodka, but on this step to add in vodka, but I don't have any, and I'm not going to go buy any either. I know this is probably one of the key ingredients for this for the batter to be nice and crispy and to stick to the skin, but I don't have any, so I'm just gonna wing it and hope it comes out delicious. I'm sure it would. I'm sure it will, since this is a recipe by Iron Chef. No, not me. Michael Symon. Okay, now I'm gonna check the oil. Okay, now I'm just gonna take the chicken, the coated chicken that we had in the fridge. We took it out about half hour ago, and I'm gonna go ahead and dredge it in the what do you call it, in this thing, and gonna let the excess drip off and go ahead and add it to the oil. Oops. I'm gonna do the same to the rest of them. Okay, so we took this chicken that was coated in the cornstarch mixture. We added it to this delicious looking topping, and now here it is cooking. It has a beautiful color already, and I just barely put it in. So we're gonna see how nice it's gonna come out. Okay, they're looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and turn them around. They look so good. I'm really excited, guys, for this one. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and check the temperature. They're done, so I'm going to go ahead and get them out. I'm going to add in the next batch. They are looking so delicious. Okay, so here's how the chicken came out. Look at it, it looks so crispy and juicy. Okay, so here's the salad and the chicken. I missed the part where he said to add scallions and sesame seeds, so So here's my final plate. It's really tasty. I love the ginger in that. It tastes so good. And the honey. I want to eat it already. And then there's the chicken. It's nice and crispy. Okay. Nice and crispy and still tender, nice and soft and juicy. And once again, that was in the Michael Symon's Fix It With Food, Every Meal Easy cookbook. If you like cooking, go ahead and give this a try. If you want to eat healthier, find out more great substitutes for flour, dairy, and other stuff we're not supposed to have, go ahead and give that a try. I highly recommend it. So this recipe is definitely a keeper. I liked it and my family loved it, and I'm definitely gonna make it again. Even though we're not gluten-free, but it's still delicious. And to be honest, I was very intimidated making this video because I didn't want to mess up the recipe. So Michael, if by some miracle you happen to see this video, I hope I did your recipe justice. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified each time I upload a new video. And don't forget to leave a comment down below so I can personally welcome you to the channel. Thank you so much for being here.